Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to take a look at some more Sword fights from my secondary accounts. So in those fights we're going to have at our disposal only 2 level 3 Norse Snow Globes and a level 4 Dark Metal cards, and that's pretty much the only artifacts we're gonna use. Also for this one, no gears on Raven, but we're using the Raven Harbor Harlequin League of Anarchy to one-shot the boss Captain Cold, and it's gonna be a pretty straightforward situation. We're gonna apply Darkness, then we're going to tag in Harley, stun him a bit, and deal a lot of damage to him. I'm gonna combo and chop his ass into 5 Darkness stacks. Again, still not 1 year after release, I'm still not comfortable with combo and chopping with Raven, but it's the most optimal way to do it. Harley back in there. Special 2, he's in the corner, we have the Dark Metal cards area, and yeah, he's melting away. And this man has something where it says he doesn't take damage from your special 2, but that's no problem because we are not interested about the damage. If he disabled my special 2, that would have been a little bit of a problem. Not a problem, we just had to stun with DPI in that case, but dealing no damage on the special 2 doesn't matter because I just want to stun with it anyway, so that will work just fine. Another special 2 in there. It gets super movable, so I was kind of planning to tag in another character to tag the super move and avoid any possibility of unusual gameplay bug because I dealt so much damage in such a short period of time, but it looks like it was not necessary, thankfully. Next up, we're gonna go back to fighting boss Black Lightning. We have a solo Kinflant Sakoman with Norse Snow Globe on him, and yeah, that's everything we got here. The thing is, I don't really want to bother with getting another character killed, because usually you would put a Dr. Fate without any gears on him, and I could do that, but then it wouldn't matter that much, because we need to do only 3/3 specials with Kinflant Sakoman, the base variant of him, and over there it doesn't really make much of a difference to have them at 6 or 8 power bars, and at the same time the clones do not benefit from Dr. Fate's passive, so it was just bothersome to have him in the team at that point. So super move, the first clone gets tagged in there, 3rd special, and that's all we're gonna get from this clone. You can't get more. Even if you're in the last minute, you tag the clone in at full power, you simply will not have enough time to generate power before tagged out. So not much we could do there. I did a jump attack into a special 2 with King to knock him down and then stabilize from that point, and now we're just gonna combo and chop his ass. We do have a second clone in there, but at this point I like to take my time because he's used super moves, so there's absolutely nothing he can do against me. Well, of course, there is the possibility of me messing up the combo interruption, but we're assuming that will not happen, and if it happens we can like revive one, so that's fine. We still need one more 3rd special to be complete on basic Kinflant Sakoman, and there that goes. There we go, that's almost a perfect fight. Now for the second clone, like every single fight I did with King against this man, it's the same story. The first clone does well, King does well, we get 4 out of 5 possible, but the second clone every single time gets tagged in into a bad scenario. If I don't block it, he might just kill me with some of his special 1 and then finish the clone off with the second part. If I'm trying to block it and predict the special 1, he'll do special 2 and do the hazard area, and then the clone gets tagged in it. It is just a huge gamble with the second clone, and it's a gamble that's really not in your favor. But yeah, 4 out of 5 3rd specials is not too bad. Now we're gonna have the Batman Ninja team against Boss Batman. We have no class advantage or disadvantage here. We have the level 4 Dark Metal cards on Batman Ninja Catwoman so that she gets that juicy 500% crit damage, and we have 2 level 3 Norse Snow Globes on the other 2 guys in order to provide some passive attack. And yet again, this is gonna be a stat check for this man because he can't do anything to us. There's no way he can have any trouble to us or start in trouble for us. So after we push him back to the corner, and he was a little bit of a bitch about going back in this corner, but we got him. After we do this, it's just gonna be how much stats do I actually have to deal damage here, because there's nothing else. I'm gonna do 2 combos into a 3rd special. That's kind of the most optimal way to do it with Dark Metal cards, because you're gonna get to 40 hits, and you're gonna stack enough lethal with your basic attack hits. Also, I'm gonna use the 2nd special so that I keep inflicting that continuous dot debuff on him, because that also gives me lethal attack damage when it hits a lethal. Get another 3rd special in there, come and drop his ass again. And on this already, to be fair, it's just the problem that we don't have that many passive stats, because the same Batman team with the Dark Metal cards from Batman Catwoman in other raids could reach 250 mil damage. I think I've seen the most out of this team specifically. And this one is simply not gonna be the case, and it's just gonna come down to how many passive stats I have for this team. So yeah, that's about it for this team, and it did well enough. It did well. So 132 mil. Moving on to the next part, we're gonna have Zatanna here. So Zatanna's gonna try her best to fight Boss Black Lightning. For Zatanna, the power reduction thing was kind of mandatory. Like, you're getting so much benefit out of it. And since we put Power Girl in there, we also put a level 10 metahuman artifact. Because what that does is it increases Power Girl's healing first of all by 100%, but that's irrelevant to us, but it also increases her teammates' healing by 50%, so by putting her there we're going to heal more out of our specials, and we're going to heal more if we get killed and the clone gets tagged in, because I have Nora Snow Globe on Zatanna. It's not necessarily the most optimal artifact, and the clones can't make use of it for percentage hull damage, it simply does not work like that, but it's gonna be our best bet for survival here. Right now I was kind of hoping for a free third special, but it's not really meant to be. And I wanted to burn him up a bit before we get the first clone tagged in, but that was not the brightest idea because we got... we didn't get super moved actually and use a special, and this puts us in a little bit of danger. But it's okay, we're just gonna block and spam specials while we're in that cage, because you can use specials while in that cage, you can't use basics. Third special in there, second special, another second special. It's gonna use the special one, we're gonna block the whole of that, and finally we broke off his kind of special 2 spam combo. Another special 2. I guess it's for the better that the clone didn't get tagged in there, because we were not done with our percentage hull damage. Right now we are done with that. So if I die, I don't really care that much. We did most of what we had to do in this fight. I'm gonna chop his ass again. And yeah, super move. There you go, he's burning. Look at this second special from the clone. Nothing. There was some dude in my comments just spamming. I think he wrote like 10 comments trying to tell me Zatanna clones deal percentage hull damage. No, they don't. And there you go. Now please stop commenting that. I mean, you can comment on the videos, I do appreciate that, but comment something else, not false information, because we tested it, it doesn't work. I thought that might be a weird synergy where, because after the last update, Zatanna has like 10% more damage, percentage hull damage that can be done by other Dark Metal teammates, and maybe she saw her clone as a Dark Metal teammate, and maybe that's why the clone can do percentage hull damage, but no, it's not the case. The clone does nothing for her. Nora Snow Globe is useless on Zatanna in most situations, but here for us is good. And despite my best efforts, I actually survived until the end of the fights. And it's not great damage, especially because I have Nora Snow Globe as my damage dealing artifact, but it's like an additional 10 mil, I think, which is nice. And the super move at the end with 1.1 mil, there we go. Good fight with Zatanna, actually. And yeah, damage not that high because that man was not so high on health. Now we're gonna fight Boss Batman here. I don't have Batman laughs on this account, so we're just gonna be going with the 3-star Batman on the ground. That's gonna have 1 gear and Dark Metal cards equipped. She does reach a decent amount of crit damage, but she doesn't have much crit chance, so the ideal scenario is to have her tagged in at all points on the Dark Metal cards area. And yeah, we tagged this man in to tank super move. We also used our own super move to increase our damage. And as you can see, we barely do crit, so that's why I tagged in Red Hoods to kind of allow me to get the Dark Metal cards area underneath again, extending the duration of the fight, because she doesn't really get hindered by the Red Hood super move, because our characters, like, yeah, it's fine to have 30 more seconds of a fight, but in those 30 more seconds you're gonna have heavily reduced power generation. Well, good thing we're not using specials, and I think it's a very good support for her, unless you have an Arkham Knight Batman to add in there, or a Raven, or Zatanna. Like, it's a bootleg support, but it's decent synergy. Just keep comboing chopping his ass. And I failed the combo interruption, that was eventually bound to happen. But look, Considering that we had 1 minute left, we did so much damage with this. We did more damage than with the Batman Ninja team at 3 stars with 1 gear, with the same artifacts and like so much less time. Now moving on to the next fight, I just had Dr. Fate available. Yeah, I didn't use him anywhere, so I was like, okay, you might try your luck in the Collector team. The problem with Dr. Fate in the Collector team, not necessarily the problem, but the thing we're actually looking for, since we're gonna have so cheap specials, I'm gonna have a 3 energy 3rd special on Collector versus Superman. Can you imagine how much we can spam that? And I'm really counting for damage on the Collector passive that allows me to keep combo after using a special, because if that triggers a lot, then we're gonna just spam 40 hit combo 3rd specials. Well, that was the plan at the very least, but it didn't work so well. At Collector in their super move, we also have the 4 damage buffs, because Dr. Fate died and all his clones died. A 3rd special, combo and chopped, full combo, 3rd special, combo and chopped into a full combo, 3rd special, and combo and chopped again into a full combo, 3rd special. Who have expected that? But yeah, we're just not keeping combo, and this is yet again, I feel like I'm so many times so unlucky in this game, because the chance that he's got at 4 stars to not break the combo, it's decently high. It's definitely above 50%, but it feels like we're getting less than 50% here. Finally, we kept the combo. There's special. We kept the combo again. That's nice. And we're gonna get to 40 hits, and that's gonna be our peak performance damage, 7 mil per 3rd special. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments, well, whatever you want to let me know. Goodbye!
This is the future.